Hey guys, so welcome to the Friday edition of our Stocks by Request, where we feature the top stocks that you guys requested in all of my platforms, from Patreon to our YouTube community to Instagram. All of you guys who sent messages there, I'm gonna try to drill down and talk about and analyze those stocks that you requested. If you're new to this, please do note that these are not stock picks, these are not stock tips, but this is me analyzing these stocks based on the principles and strategies that I use, all under the context of technical analysis. And if you're new to this channel, my name is Marvin Germo, and I have two channels here in YouTube. One is Marvin Germo, where we have posted over 1,600 videos already. Then this channel, where we are fairly new, over 6,000 plus subscribers. But if you want to know more about the markets, we upload stocks there we upload videos there on a daily basis, with one goal and one heart in mind, just to teach you and educate you to trade the markets with confidence. So like, share, and subscribe. So for this video, I want to talk about Philippine stocks. Maybe I'm gonna do an all US stock list also over the weekend, but I've been doing more Philippine stocks, as we've been seeing quite a bit of action also in the Philippine market as of late, and as compared to what's happening in the US market, the Philippine market has been doing relatively interesting. We've been seeing a bit of movement. And for this video, I want to talk about Jollibee, ICT, Puregold, and ALLHC, which is the logistics company of Ayala Land. So if you guys are ready, if you guys are excited, put them in the comments. Comment I'm excited. Comment I want more. And it's interesting that this is Friday. We're at a Friday night doing videos like this when the market is not even open tomorrow. But allow me to share also that when I was starting out, when I was trying to build whatever I wanted to build from my savings or investments or even business ambitions, I took moments like this. I took times like this where instead of spending time trying to wall yung time namin na most of my office mates and all my office mates are all amazing, but hindi ako sumasama masyado pag may mga they like bowling or mga sine. Nanonood din naman ako ng sine, pero hindi ako masyado nanonood. Kung hindi naman masyado kailangan, I would spend my time trying to learn and build. So kung tingin mo, nasa season ka ng buhay mo that you want to build the necessary skills for you to be able to grow, if you want to build the necessary skills for you to reach your goals of financial freedom, Friday evening, Saturday, Sunday, use that time in order for you to be able to be good in the stock market. So there. I don't know if that was for someone, but I just wanted to share that, because what people don't know and what people don't see is the stock market isn't just about trading, investing. It's also about having the right mindset when it comes to money, when it comes to your outlook in life, and when it comes to how you deal with adversity as well. So I always would start with talking about the index. The index basically looks like this right now. It moved and closed higher. Please do note this. Instead of dropping and going towards the support, the index closed at 5967, which, from the way I drew our support and resistance, it's slightly closed and peaked a bit higher than this resistance level at the 5960 level. So that being said, again, this is now, if this holds true for the next few days, then it could have a shot to finally attack this and go towards the resistance of the 6177 level, etc. However, please do note that this area, this downward slope, this downtrend, this resistance is something that's very, very strong. So it may take a lot out of the market before we see it start to push up and go up. Now let's look at ICT. For ICT, for those who attended their Stock Smart sessions, I don't know about you, but it looks very, very a bit distinct, that the resistance at around the 109, 110 level is trying to form and shape into an ascending triangle, which looks like a very, very bullish pattern. However, All of that is predicated on breaking out of the 109, 110 resistance level. So please write this down. Break out from the 109/110 level, and it solidifies itself as a support. The next possible area, the next possible target, the next possible place for it to go will be at 119 to as high as 129 pesos per share. So please take note, if it breaks out the 109 level and 109 confirms itself as a support, your next target price will be 119 and your next target price will be 129. And while it's progressing also, what I see here is it has a shot, should it break out, to continue this entire upward projection. But please remember, if the 109 level does not hold and then you have positions in the stock, then and you are a quick trader, 109 does not hold, you bought there, it should at the breakout, it would be prudent also for you that if it does not go the trade that you wanted, meaning we're looking at boom breakout here, it could possibly go here, but if as you start to buy here and it starts to fall, then you must cut your losses also. And this is the possibility when it comes to technical analysis. This is a possibility when it comes to trading the markets. There will be trades that it won't go the way you want it to be. It may also go in a certain direction and in a direction that's not so bullish. So that's where ICT is. But allow me to zoom out also so you have a better understanding of how it looks from a broader perspective. So if you look at it here, this is the major, massive uptrend that it had up until 2014. It slid down, and that's why it's so interesting, because this is a resistance level, this is a support level, and then this resistance here, somewhere around here. So that's the current range where ICT was actually trading at for a longer period of time. So this is where we are now. The reason why I'm showing this is I want to project these two lines together to all of you and to show you this. So if it goes beyond this 110 level, then the downtrend that was preventing the markets starting last July to push higher, we may see ICT move out from it. So interesting lang. I hope that this is helping you. Next, let's look at Puregold. This was also a request, sent by one of our Patreon supporters, and I really honor people who are in Patreon who support the videos. This is from Mary Theodora Chang. Thank you so much for requesting this. This is how Pure Gold looks like, from a trend perspective. If you will draw support and resistances here, you could put this, this, and this here. So if you'll allow me to zoom in, this is how it could possibly look. You could plot your support here at the 49.5 level, plot your resistance here at the 52.75 level. If this does not hold, possible narrative is you'll see it possibly slide down to the 47 level. But if you see Pure Gold start to bounce up here, possible target price is 52.8, or it can go as high as the 54 peso level. So you can write this down. If it bounces, confirms itself, and stays above the 49.6 level, then it could be a very, very good area for you to pick it up as a buy signal. But make sure that if it after buying, if it slides below the 49.6, you must also be prepared to cut, and its downside target will bring it to 47.3. And then if it goes the other direction, remember, I always tell people, when you buy a stock, it's not just about you looking at the upside, it's also about you looking at the downside. Now we're looking at the upside. If you start looking at the upside, if it bounces, possible target price will be 52.8, and this poses around a 64.4% trade. And if you look at this here, it looks like an 8.7% trade if it goes back to the 54 peso level. So to you, Mary Theodoro Chang from Patreon, thank you so much for sending and asking those questions. By the way, guys, you could slide your questions over via DM in Instagram. You could put it in the comment section there. Send me a PM, or you could also send me details or questions via our YouTube community or our Patreon. I'll put the links in the description below for those who want to join us. Next, I want to talk about ALLHC, which had some good action today. So this is the logistics company of Ayala Land. I just want to point this out first. Couple of things. Number one, if you will project this steep downward push, if there's one thing that looks probable here, this steep downward push over the past 2 days got broken. And then I plotted here the support and resistance at 1.45 and the resistance at the 1.985 level. What we saw today was a breakout from that 1985 level. Should this continue and a breakout will continue to push, then your next target price will be at the 2.45 level for ALLHC. So please do take note of this. 1.985 is your new support. If it holds longer, target price will be 2.45. If the 1.985 level does not hold, it could slide continually down and go back to shorter levels will be here at around the 1.8 level, then another one at the 1.6, then the longest support that we've seen is 1.45. So please do take note. Current support is 1.985. Shorter term supports 1.8, 1.8, 1.6, and 1.45. After the 1.985 level, target price is 2.45. If you are trading shorter, and you'd like to put this and peg this on, you have something around here at the 2.14 level, but your margins for that is not as high anymore. So 2.14 target breakout from that 2.45. Right after that, you have your 2.8 level. But if there's something that I'd like to point out is this long-term downtrend right here is something that has broken out already, or at least we're seeing it start to get out from that. And for those who are big followers of chart patterns, you know me, I'm not a big chart pattern fan. This is how it could also look like a big and large rounding bottom with our largest resistance right now at the 2.8 level. So watch out for that because if it breaks out, the target price would be massively bigger. And I think from that perspective, it gives it legs to go back and challenge the 4.3 resistance. So there. So we talked about the index, we talked about ALLHC, we talked about Puregold, ICT. Then let's look at everyone's favorite. A lot of people have been requesting this continually over the past few years. We have Jollibee. Jollibee, it's quite clear. You have a main resistance at 150. Please do note that since the breakdown last March, Jollibee has not broken out from the 150 level, and it's quite clear here that it's presenting itself as a resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4. But here's what I want to show you. Similar to ICT, it's trying to form and it's trying to look like an ascending triangle. If you look at it very well, and allow me to fix this better. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's trying to form its own ascending triangle also. So very clear though. Please watch out for this line. If Jollibee breaks down from this line, then downside targets will be here. Possible retracement 125, next retracement 108, then its lowest since March is the 91 peso level. But if the ascending triangle will continue, then it may have legs to see. We may see Jollibee challenge first and go above the 180, 150 level, which it has not broken out from in a very long time already. We are at the 6-month mark already. But what's interesting is if it starts to break out from this level, please do note next possible target price for Jollibee for the short term can make the stock go as high as this level here at the 180 level. So please write this down. Current support right now for Jollibee is 126. It has a trend line as part of the ascending triangle. Try to push it up. But current supports are 126, 108, 91. Then your resistance is 150 and 181. So I repeat, quick traders 150, 181. Those are your resistances. For quick traders also, your current support levels are the 126, 108, and 91. Or you can respect also this trend line that's forming here. And if it breaks out, we may see it start at least to have a semblance of it going up. Please remember, Jollibee from a certain point, no, at its peak here, 2019 was at 300 plus pesos per share, and up until now, let's what's so interesting is we have to really see it also come back to that level yet, but it needs and it takes a lot of fundamental drivers also to cause people to buy it at a much higher price. So I think it's gonna look a bit interesting because if it breaks out from the 150 level, then we may see Jollibee already have a shot to get out of this downtrend, to get out of this slump, to actually start reversing and push up. But again, that's still we're not yet there. Resistances to watch out for the immediate term are 150 and the 181 level. So there. I hope you guys got a lot from this, and I hope that this is something that added value and massive content to all of you. And I don't know. I've been doing this channel where we've been doing daily stocks by request sessions for more than a month now. I'd also like to know your comments and feedback on this. Let me know if it makes sense to maintain two channels. It's a bit hard. It's a bit hard though to do two channels, but I'm just thinking that there are people who really just like technical analysis, and there are people who like the whole enchilada na gusto nyo technicals, gusto nyo right money management principles, gusto nyo right technical analysis and marrying it all together. And that's what the Marvin Gurmo channel is for. But this one is purely on a technical analysis perspective. So I just want to know, I want to know your feedback, and I want to know your thoughts in all of this. So we have are all below. So I guess that's it, and I hope you guys got a lot from this. This is Marvin Gurmo. Have a happy weekend, guys. I hope masaya kayo sa weekend na to. Please remember, happiness is not based on what you see around you. Happiness should come from the inside out. That I know a lot of people right now are a bit anxious and a lot of people are a bit scared, but you don't have to let what you see around you define who you are. You don't have to let what you see around you define what your joy is, because joy comes from the inside out. And that's the reason why you can smile even in times like this. That's the reason why you can still have hope. And I know that this is you're here for stocks, but I don't know. I really believe wealth is not just about money. Wealth is fullness. That's why when you get wealth, when it's the right kind of wealth, there has to be something that's complete, nothing missing, nothing broken. Wealth, fullness is not just about having money, but living life to the full, living life in purpose, living life having a spring in your step, living life according to what you were born and what you were made to do. So, and for me, I think I found what I wanted, and trading stocks is, of course, an asset tool. But what I've realized, that's why I keep pushing myself to continually make videos like this, is I just want to make a difference. And I don't know, I think that's one of the crux of why we make videos, is it's about making a difference in the lives of other people. It's about 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years from now. I don't know how long how long will I be in this earth, but I want my life to count. And I hope that you guys do that too. That you do something, not just thinking about the here and now, that you do something na di nyo lang isipin kung ano pwede nyo kitain for the short term. But I hope that you do something, that you create something that will create a lasting impact, that will outlive you. And also, that's what wealth is. We're talking about generational wealth here. You want something that will last longer than you. You want something that, as you're enjoying today, the people who will follow you, the people who will come after you, will live a better life than what we've ever lived. So, there, uh, medyo nalayo na tayo sa stocks, but I just wanted to share that. And hope that that's something for someone right here, right now, because I know that in this time, this new normal, this pandemic, people need to hear hope. People need to hear things that make people feel better, make people uh, who think that there's still better days ahead. Because there will be. Please remember that there will be. It's not the end. I'll say this over and over. If you think it's so bad right now, then it's not yet the end, because your ending, by the grace of God, will always be good. So I'll just end it there. Marvin Germo, let me know if you stayed up until the 20-minute mark. Comment, I stayed up until the 20-minute mark, but I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.